Hi, I'm Debbie Peverill, and you're listening to the weekly tip from basicboardgovernance.ca. The past 2 weeks, I've been talking about things that should be in your bylaws. This is the third of 3 tips about what should be in your bylaws. So what we're talking about today, this tip, is think minutes and where the books can actually be inspected and how you establish your bylaws. So let's start with how you establish bylaws. A bylaw is something that has to be approved by the members. It also has to be filed with the authority. So if you're dealing with the Societies Act and you make a bylaw change, you have to send that to the Joint Stocks Registrar, who has to accept it. If they don't accept it, then it's not a bylaw. So that's way more official than just making a policy at a board meeting. So in order to make it that official, you typically have to have 75% of the members at a specially convened meeting or an annual general meeting vote in favor of a bylaw. That's common, but your bylaws will determine how you can change future bylaws. So you want to think about this. What's going to be a simple, practical way for you to make changes to your bylaws? The next one around the minutes. Who's going to take minutes? How are they going to be maintained? Who is going to be allowed to read the minutes? And there's a lot about that, believe it or not. I have a short book that I wrote about, all those exact things, the standard ways to take care of minutes, how to keep them confidential, who should take them, what should be included, what shouldn't be included, that type of thing. That information is available, but the basics of that you need to establish in your bylaws. So if you want to make sure that a board member isn't the one that's taking minutes, because that takes away from their duties as a board member, then you might want to establish that in your bylaws. And the last thing is, when and where can a member come and look at the books of the organization? So we're talking their financial records. You need to set up a way for an individual member who has concerns to have access to those books. And it's typically, 30 days notice at a certain particular place that's open from 9 to 5. So you can set that up. So that was the last of our bylaw tips. So how you keep your minutes, where people can look at your books, and how you establish your bylaws would be the last things that you need to establish to make sure you've got effective bylaws for your organization.